Hi, welcome back to your coaching authorization course. I hope that your last section on just the basics of first aid went well, and you guys were able to retain some information and hopefully find some things that will be applicable in helping respond to injuries with your athletes and yeah, so I'm excited about this next section here. It's going to be a specific injury, and it'll be in that sport first aid textbook. We'll go. This one's going to be the longest chapter that we have here, and it's our longest topic that we have, and cover the most chapters. We're going to be chapters, so is it 7 through 15, and these are long chapters, and I think that. It'd be important for you, depending on your sport, to focus on different parts of this. For example, chapter 15 is skin problems. And if you're a wrestling coach, this is probably an area that you need to be super familiar with, as skin disease and rash and infection is so common in that sport, and it's something that you need to be aware of and know how to manage and handle and limit the outbreak and spread of things within your athletes and in the environment that you're in. Whereas maybe some, chapter 8 on head and spine and neck injuries is going to be more applicable to football, as we, especially as we learn more through that sport about concussions and the effects, and understanding them, and how important it is to protect our athletes in those areas where, for some of us, sorry, I keep peeking at the book, just to remind myself where the chapter 11 is probably going to be it's only going to be applicable to our outdoor sports. It's about weather and just how the weather affects us, and understanding what it's like to protect our athletes there. And that's probably also something to further consider within talking to your athletic directors about policies that the institution has. I know the state of Iowa has certain policies as well. But just depending on your facility and understanding how you can best protect your athletes in severe weather situations, maybe it's wise to discuss other options, and hopefully that sparks your interest in some thought there in that section. Some of the other issues are going to be ones that are maybe not as often, or something that you may never see, just in terms of sudden illness or respiratory emergencies and things like that. But again, like I said in the last topic, it's so important for us to be ready for the things that we don't expect. It's important for us to understand how we react to those things. When do we call a medical professional? When do we not? What's okay? What's not? And develop just awareness. Like, we ask our athletes all the time to prepare for situations. Sometimes we ask them to prepare for things that don't happen that often. In my sport, we put our guys in weird situations at practice all the time, especially with bunt stuff and first and thirds. We ask our guys to be prepared for these things. They're going to happen a very minimal amount. And as coaches, we need to do the same thing. We need to be prepared for the things that do not happen often. And so when those things happen, we are able to handle them with grace and with a comfort and confidence in our abilities and our preparation, so that we provide the best we can for our athletes. And I think that it's as Christians, it's if we don't do this, are we truly living out the calling that God has put on us in Colossians chapter 3, where we're asked to do, whatever we do, we have to do it as acts of worship, and do it as we are working for God and not for man. If we aren't prepared for these things, are we living it that way? Are we challenging ourselves that way? Are we taking care of our athletes in a way that Christ would? And so that's it seems tedious and it can be challenging to get through some of this stuff and really retain it because you think it'll never happen. But it's important that we prepare in a way that it does happen. So a lot of reading in this topic, and just find a way to get through it and retain the information and learn from it. I'll have your assessments posted, and so if you need anything, please let me know. And I hope that y'all have a good one.